You're listening to Just Hit Play with your hosts, Peter and Nick Cabral. If you're tired of your stagnant, streamed music feed, then strap yourselves in for an intergenerational sonic journey through Peter and Nick's favorite songs.
Welcome to episode 189 of Just Hit Play. I'm your host, Peter. With me is my co-host, Nick. Nick, how you feeling? You tired?
I'm good. I'm a little tired, but I've been sleeping pretty much all day to get ready for a night shift. So I'm overall not too bad.
What time do you start?
I start at 7 p.m. tonight.
Okay, so not too far away.
Not too far, yeah. But it's okay. Always time to record the pod.
Nice. How's your week going, regardless?
Overall, pretty well. Yeah, I can't complain here.
Yeah, they did the draw today for the World Cup. Did you see that?
I did, yeah. It looks like Canada has a pretty soft group so far.
That's all right.
So, yeah, we may just have a chance of making it out. Now, if it's possible that Italy is the last team in our group, and that would be insane. Obviously, there's a huge Italian population in the GTA. So that would be really crazy if it were Italy.
I think the group of death kind of looks maybe like the England-Croatia group.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
The Norway-France one and Senegal, I think it is. That one's pretty good too. So I think those are the two big, really tough groups that I could see.
Yeah, Norway and France together is pretty brutal. I mean, Norway's a very good team.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, they have the two top strikers in the world are Norway and France. So
exactly.
Yeah. So, no, I can't wait for the World Cup. I'm very excited. We're both big football fans. So, can't wait.
It should be a blast.
I had an interesting week. I helped a friend of mine do Christmas shoots for dogs.
Okay.
It was awful. It was so bad. Trying to control dogs. I did two days of it, both like 8-hour days, and it was absolutely awful. I love dogs. I have a dog. I appreciate my dog more now today than I ever did, because she listens to me most of the time. It was trying to get a Christmas Santa hat on a dog is not easy.
Yeah, dog wrangling, that's a pain sometimes.
Yeah, I can put that on my resume now, I think. I
think
awful.
You should, yeah.
Yeah, it was absolutely terrible. But again, it's over now. I don't have to think about it for another year, so I'm happy about that.
There you go.
All right. Well, let's get into some music.
Yeah.
So I'm getting you to listen to a more lighthearted music from the 90s, because for a while there, a few episodes ago, I got you to listen to some miserable music from the 90s and why Generation Xers were so miserable. Now we're trying to come up with a little bit more lighthearted stuff. And I got you to listen to a song by King Missile called Detachable Penis. Darren, just hit play.
This morning with a bad hangover, and my penis was missing again. This happens all the time. It's detachable.
All right, Nick. I don't know if you ever thought you would be listening to a song like this when we first started recording this podcast. This is a song I've been wanting to play for you for a long time. As you can imagine, it's an interesting song. So what were your thoughts of King Missile, Detachable Penis?
Well, luckily, the song title, I think, prepares you quite well for what you're about to listen to. There was always in the back of my mind as I'm clicking play, like, is this a fake out? But no,
it's
pretty
not.
much right away, it's apparent that that's the song's about a detachable penis, and that's it. And I don't even think this is like an allegory for something, or he's trying to be clever. I think that's it. It is what it is. I think we can safely take this song at face value.
Yep, it's So this song came out in 1992 off an album called Happy Hour, and it became a hit for the band. If you can imagine, this went up to number 25 on the modern rock track charts and Billboard. Not the like all the songs. This was modern rock tracks, but it went up to number 25. So it was a bit of a hit for King Missile.
Really? Could this be played on the radio?
Yeah. I don't think there's much swearing in it. So I can't think of any swear words in the song.
All right. Well, yeah, you never know with like the American. You never know like if they're fine with penis or not. Like,
yeah,
you don't know where the line is, but I guess the line is somewhere after that.
Well, growing up in Canada and having an alternative radio station like 102.1 The Edge or CFNY, whatever you want to call it, this was all over that radio station. So this got played a lot on alternative radio that I was listening to. So this was a pretty big hit in my crowd as well, and it was always a really funny song. So we always thought this was a pretty funny song. And you know what? If you take away the lyrics, if you take away the content of the song, it's a pretty fun song. Like I love the organ work. I like the delay on the guitar. What did you think of the song?
The song itself was great, and that's what I think sets this aside from other songs you've got me to listen to that have like the gimmicky, funny lyrics. I think this one really stands apart for the music itself. The guitar, fantastic. The organ, I mean, what inspired choice to put an organ in a song like this. Really, really, really liked this song from a musical standpoint. So I think that's what had me coming back.
Right. Yeah. So the context of the song is the lead singer, after a night of heavy drinking, wakes up and finds that his penis is missing. And this seems to happen to him every once in a while if he's been drinking and he's on the hunt for it. He calls the party where the night before they can't seem to find it, and it's getting him a little depressed. So he just looks for his penis through the whole song. It's gone missing, and it wasn't until he went out for to a restaurant in Kiev, which is I guess is a part of New York City. He encounters a street vendor who's in possession of his penis, and he's selling it on the street for $17. And he actually buys it back and he cleans it at home and then reattaches the penis. So it's a happy ending overall. So that's what happens. He gets his penis back for $17.
Yeah, what a heartwarming story.
Heartwarming story. It's a Christmas story, really, Nick.
It's a Christmas miracle, to be quite honest.
Now, do you know what in today's money, and so this was 1992, do you know what $17 would be in 2024 money?
Like $80? I don't know.
$38.10.
Okay.
So that's what he got his penis back for.
I feel like that's a pretty fair price to get it back. Like
Right.
if I was in his shoes and someone said, yeah, $40, I'd be like, yeah, it just sold.
Yeah,
sure?
I think I'd buy my detachable penis back for $40 too.
Yeah, gotta be worth it.
So let's talk about what happened to King Missile after this song. So the band actually are regrettable. They regret releasing this as their lead single because it was so successful that they couldn't live up to any of the hype, and there was a commercial backlash, and the radio stations would play no other songs by King Missile, and so this really derailed the band. Even though they got a lot of airplay and a lot of sales, not a lot of other radio stations would play anything by King Missile because they thought they were a joke band. So it kind of hurt their career in a way. Which is, we've heard this story similar where bands or an artist has a lot of success and it just ruins their career. And this is kind of what happened to King Missile. I don't know any other songs by King Missile.
Yeah, that's really a shame. Do you think you'll go back now that streaming is a thing? You can just check them out. Like, will you go on YouTube and start looking at some songs by them or what? Well,
someone who's in their late 30s, if I haven't done it yet, I'm going to say let the past be your predictor for the future.
All right. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Now, what the band used to do, and I love doing research because this is so brilliant, is that they would play when they would play live, this would be their first song, and then they would go, "Okay, whoever wants to leave can leave now." And then
you've seen what you came for.
You came for, you heard the song, and then people did leave, and they would just play for their fans. So that was quite funny. They took their money, to see the band, and then they would play it first, and then they would let people leave.
Yeah. So I mean, we love a self-aware band.
Absolutely. The other thing I love about this is that in Australia, it made it to number 17 on the singles charts. So,
oh damn,
it had a huge amount of success in Australia. So yeah, there you go. Detachable.
Australians love it. They love it there. Okay.
This is kind of the one place where rock and roll has never died. It is still very popular in Australia, where the pop charts and the hip hop charts have sort of taken over music in a lot of ways. In Australia, it's still a lot of rock and roll. People still listen to a lot of rock and roll here. So it is still that bastion, and hits like this can make it and make it to the chart. So that's what happened with King Missile.
Okay, well, it's interesting. I'm glad. I'm really glad Australia is still a bastion of rock in some way, and I think that fits like the image of Australia that I have in my head.
Too. You know, living in Australia after growing up in Canada, I found it so fun that the last time I was home for a month, and I did not see a mullet until I got to the airport in Vancouver when I was boarding my flight again, and then there were so many guys with mullets waiting to get back to Australia.
Wow.
The mullet and the rat tail is a thing here. It has not gone away. It's still a thing. I remember my first mullet I ever saw. I couldn't believe it. And I followed this person around in the shopping mall, and then there was a whole family of mullets. And it was like watching someone in the zoo for me. It was really interesting. I really couldn't believe what I was looking at.
Yeah, the rat tails haven't caught on here.
Thank God.
The mullets and wolf cuts. Wolf cut is like a more elevated version of the mullet. Those are quite popular.
I don't understand it. It wasn't a good look in 1982. It shouldn't be a good look now.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah, terrible things. All right, let's talk about your artist.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to talk about EsDeeKid. I've been waiting a while for this one. I wanted to do him justice. I really did, and I think now is the time. We're this week. I broke convention. I didn't get you to listen to just one song. I sent you 3. I think EsDeeKid, his songs are quite short, and I really wanted you to get a sense of what he was about, what his sound is. So I got you to listen to Century, Panic, and 4 Raws. Darren, why don't you just hit play on 4 Raws by EsDeeKid? So, just let me know, what did you think about EsDeeKid?
I think of the 3 songs I listened to, Century was probably my favorite. I really love the bass line in Century. And to be fair, the bass is pretty prevalent in 4 Raws too. I love the groove of it. What I don't like, and this is a particular thing with me, I don't like particular accents when it comes to hip-hop. I think to me, you need a North American accent for me. I'm not talking about anyone else. I think for me, I need a North American accent when I listen to hip-hop. I don't like Australian hip-hop, and Australian hip-hop is called skip-hop, by the way, because of kangaroos. I can't get past the accents. That's me.
All right, so the Scouse accent didn't do anything for you.
No, and in my notes I say, like, listening to that accent, I should be hearing about Kenny Dalglish or how Arnie Slot should be fired, you know?
I'm not wearing a balaclava, on keeping the block hot. Like, get your shit dropped. Like, oh. But what about some words in the Scouse accent, man? I don't know. It feels like they just release dopamine in my brain.
Really?
When I hear EsDeeKid say, like, bidden or hyena, like, just like crazy stuff, crazy words. They sound insane when he says them.
Do you know what it is too?
I love it.
There's an astrophysicist, and he's an aerospace engineer called Travis Taylor, or Dr. Travis Taylor. He's from like southern United States, and he has a very southern accent, and I don't believe a word he says. I just don't. I was like, I don't believe him. I don't. It just doesn't. You know, he sounds like such like a hayseed. I don't buy it. I don't believe him. I looked up to make sure his credentials were real.
So surely, though, if you're hearing EsDeeKid rap in a Scouse accent about like street activity, you must believe that.
Sure, it's Liverpool. I'll believe that.
Yeah, you must believe that.
Yeah.
So I think I agree with you. Century is probably my favorite song of the 3 I sent. I love the John Carpenter type strings. Like, it's so atmospheric, very spooky.
Yeah.
The video as well, very, very spooky. And I think that song is a great showcase of the aesthetic that EsDeeKid is really leaning into. He's going for like a monochromatic 80s post-punk vibe, I think, is really how I can distill his
It's
aesthetic.
very old school. It's very
and
old school.
I love that.
It's a very old school sound.
Yeah, the sound itself is really interesting because it's got the old school mindset of like just bass and noise, and it's very mosh pit friendly music.
Oh God,
but his live shows, I've seen clips. The mosh pits there are. I've seen a lot of really crazy mosh pits from at hip hop shows. I think EsDeeKid his shows are really up there already. The atmosphere of the live shows is insane.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I think it has a lot to do with how he has really just exploded out of nowhere, and there's so much mystique and an aura around EsDeeKid right now that it's everything is just very cool and very interesting when it comes to him.
Now, the videos that I watched, his face wasn't visible. Is that pretty much what he is? Is that a thing?
Yes, so no one's ever seen his face publicly.
Okay.
He is, as far as we know, the audience, still anonymous, completely anonymous guy. He's just a guy from Liverpool, council housing, wears a mask. No one's ever seen his face. So that is also a really cool element of the EsDeeKid saga. And like I said, that it's given him this real mystique and aura.
You know, I always thought that was an interesting way to create a pop career, because I think when you look a certain way or you get older, you might not be as, you might not sell as well, and you might not appeal to the youth culture. And I think that's a really interesting way to do it, where no one really knows what you look like. Daft Punk, I think, do it brilliant, where they can get as old as they want and no one will bat an eye because no one knows what they look like anyway. And there's even been Daft Punk shows going on at the same time in 2 different parts of the world. So you can do that too. I think it's a brilliant way to do it. I think Sia, there's an artist called Sia who does it where you can't see her face. I that's what I would do, because I like my anonymity. I like my privacy. So that's what I would do, and that's for sure.
I agree completely. And what's really funny about EsDeeKid is it spawned naturally a ton of theories about who he might be.
Yeah.
But of course, the best one is that it's Timothée Chalamet, and that one has had a ton of traction.
Really?
Like I saw an article in Rolling Stone from 2 weeks ago about this rumor that Timothée Chalamet is EsDeeKid. Okay. Obviously, I think there's no way.
No, I don't buy that.
There's no way at all, but it's hilarious to think that Timothée Chalamet is moonlighting as this street rat, Liverpudlian rapper. Hilarious.
See, I thought you were going to say Banksy. I thought people were going to say he was Banksy, but I guess he's a little too young to be Banksy. And I think Banksy might be the guy from Massive Attack. That's what I've always heard. It's the singer from Massive Attack. So, Banksy probably wouldn't be that person. Yeah,
so the leading theory about EsDeeKid's identity is Timothée Chalamet. Make of that what you will. Me personally, I don't believe it.
No, I don't buy that.
EsDeeKid has neither confirmed nor denied. So
no,
it's a possibility.
Yeah, no, that's the best way. Keep stum. Don't say a bloody word, and keep it that way. Yeah.
So I hadn't heard about EsDeeKid at all until June of this year.
How did you come across him?
I follow a couple Twitter accounts solely dedicated to highlighting up-and-coming rap artists, like underground rappers. And the weekend that his debut mixtape, Rebel, came out in June, I was seeing a lot of buzz from these accounts about it. And all I had to see, to be quite honest, was a tweet that identified him as being from Liverpool for me to be interested, because of course that's my favorite football club, and I feel some sort of connection to the culture of Liverpool and the city. So I was really excited to hear this up and coming underground rapper from Liverpool, and I pressed play on 4 Raws to start the album, and it completely blew me away. I think I ran the album back like at least 10 times that first weekend. It just so addicting immediately to me. I loved it. And then I texted all my friends who I thought might like it as well and sent them the link and said, you got to listen to this. And surprisingly, a lot of them also became fans as well around the same time.
Interesting. Now, so how are you with hip hop and accents? Because to me, I'm very particular. I have to have a North American accent to be a hip hop artist. What are your thoughts? Does it matter to you?
No, it generally doesn't matter, and I think for me and a lot of his fans now, like a lot of people who like EsDeeKid, you'll often see what the highlight of his music is the accent. Like people love the accent, and that's what bring people to EsDeeKid. Is it's a very unique accent that we haven't heard a rapper really like. There hasn't been a big rapper out of Liverpool. Full stop.
Yeah.
The EsDeeKid is the biggest one to date. So it's a very fresh sound to a lot of people's ears, and I think the hip hop world has been craving this and crying out for a breath of fresh air like EsDeeKid to come along.
No, I've never heard of I've heard of Kneecap, but I don't know their music at all. What would it be similar to this? Like what is Kneecap to you?
Oh, Kneecap, the Irish group,
the Irish band, yeah.
I haven't really listened to much by them. I would say they're nowhere near as good as EsDeeKid. Mm-hmm. Sorry if anyone's a Kneecap fan. I think they rely a lot on their strong political stances and gimmicks,
absolutely,
which I support.
Yeah,
I support all of their political stances, but the music itself is, it's I don't know. It's like Rage Against the Machine lyrics with fairly standard hip hop backing. I really can't speak too much on them because I'm not a big fan of their music, so I can't really say.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, no, I've not heard. I'm with you. I kind of agree with their politics, but I've never heard a song, so I don't know what they sound like. So that could be something I could explore, seeing if I actually like the music.
There you go. Yeah, maybe that'll break the accent thing for you.
Yeah, maybe.
So I'm guessing you'd never heard of EsDeeKid before you listened to these songs?
Never.
All right. So you're just like me, and they had just started listening to him, but it's been really cool for me. Like I said, I've kind of been championing him amongst my social circle since June. Yeah. I've been getting people to listen to him, and it's feeling like it's finally paid off because by the end of November, his debut mixtape Rebel was the most streamed hip hop album in the world by Spotify.
Way. There you go.
Yeah, so he's on like a meteoric rise right now. He's like charting in the top 50 on Billboard charts, which is insane for like an underground rapper from Liverpool. Going absolutely viral on TikTok. Like it's pretty cool to see. His Century, which was his first single after the mixtape, it's just a few weeks old. That's in the UK top 10. Okay. So yeah, he's getting pretty big pretty quickly, and it's really exciting, and it makes me feel nice to have been a somewhat early adopter, at least before he went this mainstream.
Sure. No, there you go. And I don't know why I have an accent problem with hip hop, because I definitely don't have an accent problem in other music. I don't know why it's particularly hip hop that I have a problem with, because maybe it is so dominant on, because people can sing in different accents or neutral accents. Maybe hip hop has just that thing where, because you're speaking more, that it plays much more of a part in my brain. I don't know, but that's the way it is. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. And I'll leave off this talk with a bit of a prediction that I've made. No, I can't even say I made the prediction, because an article I read today about EsDeeKid has made this prediction. But they drew some interesting parallels about how, by and large, the U.S. hip hop scene is floundering. I wouldn't even say it's stagnating. Really? It's actively floundering. We don't have any new American superstar rappers at all. They're all from the previous generation, the old guard of like the Drake, Kendrick, J. Cole. The youngest would be a guy like Tyler, the Creator, but even he's been making music for 15 years. There hasn't been anyone new for quite some time. And this article made the prediction that we may see the next wave and evolution in rap and hip hop being a bit of a British invasion, led by these guys, these underground guys like EsDeeKid. And I would love to.
Yeah, let's see how we go. Let's see what the future holds. 2026 could be his year.
It could be. Hopefully you get over your accent thing by then, if a British invasion of rap does happen.
Maybe I need to be inundated a little bit more in the accent. Maybe that'll do it. Maybe it's the Scouse accent. Maybe I just don't like Scousers.
You may just have like some sort of like some prejudice against the accent, given that you're a United fan.
Yeah, no, it could be. You know what? There's a hip hop artist band called The Streets that I love, and he sings in a very English accent. So I don't know. Maybe I'm hypocritical, and I'm just picking and choosing what I like. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm going to say you're prejudiced against Scousers. Let's go with that.
Yeah, that could be it. So, yeah, I'll admit it. I'm capable of all sorts of ills and sins. So yeah, maybe. For our next episode, we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm incredibly busy for the next 2 weeks. I don't have a day off until the 20th of December. So instead of giving us a song for next week, what we're going to do is before Christmas, we're going to reconvene, and we're going to talk about what our favorite songs for the year were that we got each other to listen to, and what were our least favorite songs of the year that we got ourselves to listen to. So yeah, that's what we're going to do on the next episode. It's going to be like just a year review, basically. So you cool with that?
Yeah, sounds great. Absolutely. That sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, cool. And I think we, finish it off with the greatest Christmas song of all time, which is Run DMC.
I would beg to differ, but yes, it is a great song.
Yeah, I love that. Well, how about it's a Christmas song we both like?
Love it. Yeah. We do both love that song.
Yeah, cool. Let's do This Week in Music History. On December 7th, 1991, U2 went number one with Octung Baby, one of my favorite albums of all time. So they were coming off Rattle and Hum, which was I guess they still sold a lot of albums from Rattle and Hum, but it was not a critical darling, not like Joshua Tree, and they came back with one of the greatest rock albums of all time. Now your dad's a U2 fan, so you grew up listening to U2. Do you have any thoughts on Octung Baby?
I'd have to look at the track list to see what songs are on it.
So you have The Fly, One, Even Better Than the Real Thing, Mysterious Ways. That's Octung Baby.
Okay, yeah, I know a few of those. Yeah. I like the groove, a little bit of they leaned into some more international sounds with some of those songs.
They went very really European. The sounds were very European.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll throw Octung Baby on while I'm getting ready for work and just walking over.
So let's listen to a little less known track on Octung Baby. We're going to listen to Trying to Throw Your Arms Around the World. There, just hit.
Trying to throw your arms around the world. How far you gonna go before you lose?
All right, you're off to work. Anything else going on after that? What do you got going on for the next 2 weeks?
A lot of movies and a lot of seeing friends and a sprinkle of working. I'm seeing my Boston Celtics play the Toronto Raptors this weekend after my night shift.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm seeing Marty Supreme a bit early. Their Film Foundation in Toronto is doing an early screening of Marty Supreme on December 14th, about 10 days before it comes out. I'm a big Timothée Chalamet, EsDeeKid fan, so I'm really looking forward to seeing that. And got a work Christmas party, and I've got my tickets booked already for Avatar 3. So
nice.
Yeah, a lot of things to look forward to for me.
As I said, I'm working a lot. I'm traveling to Cairns and Townsville next week. So I'm up there for about a week doing some work up there. And I love Cairns and I love Townsville, but it is so hot right now that it's going to be absolutely brutal when it comes to the heat. So that's the one thing I'm not looking forward to is the heat up in Cairns and Townsville. And unless there's a cyclone, because last time I was supposed to travel to Cairns and Townsville at this time, there was a really bad cyclone and the trip got canceled. So as long as the weather stays nice and clean, I'm off to Cairns and Townsville, which I'm really excited about.
Nice. Well, I hope you enjoy that.
Yeah, Cairns and Townsville, that's where the Great Barrier Reef, that's where you go to get to the Great Barrier Reef. So it's like right up in that area. So it's a beautiful place, one of the most beautiful locations in the world. It's got the world's oldest rainforest outside of Cairns, and yeah, it's wonderful. So if you ever travel to Australia, you have to go to Cairns. Cairns is one of those amazing towns, and if you want to see crocodiles in the wild, if you want to see cassowaries and all sorts of different animals, you have to go to Cairns.
Yes, wow, that's a pretty good sales pitch.
Cairns had the most amazing. Last time I was in Cairns, I was up there for a couple of days just traveling around, and there was a lake that I went to, and it had a sign. This is what the sign said outside the lake. There is a freshwater crocodile living in this lake. You're allowed to swim here, just don't bother it.
Wouldn't plan on it.
So saltwater crocodiles are vicious. Apparently, this one freshwater crocodile, he was fine. He just wanted his privacy. That is so Australian, you have no idea.
Oh God, yeah. Well, yeah. I can imagine.
Yeah. So Australia's is a great place to live, I'll tell you. All right, let's talk about our independent artist this week, who is Bailey Perrie. She's from Perth, Australia. Another one of my favorite cities in Australia is Perth. When I was talking to her, she asked me to pick a song from her catalog because I asked her what song we wanted to play, and she goes, "Why don't you pick one?" And I picked a song called "Secret Millionaires," and I really love the pop rock element of the song. So Secret Millionaires is a bold and mischievous pop rock banger that dives into the minds of a crew of calculated criminals. Fueled by tension, swagger, and gritty guitar riffs, the song tells the story of high-stakes midnight heist where every second counts and freedom hangs in the balance. With dark charm and a rebellious edge, it's a tribute to the thrill of getting away with it. No names, no faces, just 5 thieves chasing fortune in the shadows. So thank you very much for letting us play your song. And Nick, we're going to talk to you in a few weeks.
You got it.
We look through the window, dressed in black, counting the seconds. We got 3 minutes, that must be back. Don't need no key. We enter, no one sees us. Team of 5 going in, but will we all get out? There's no guarantee this is gonna work, but we've been planning for months.
You've been listening to Just Hit Play. To contact your hosts, Peter and Nick, or to be featured on an episode as musical talent, Email justhitplay7300@gmail.com. Keep up to date with news and announcements by following on Instagram and Facebook, linked in the show notes. Subscribe on your favourite podcatcher to tune in next week for more sonic delights. And if you can't wait till then, check out the Just Hit playlist on Spotify, linked in the show notes. A special thanks to Braden Munch for the theme song, and thank you for listening.